Table creation with not null, unique key, and primary key constraints. In this lesson, we will see the most important concept in RDBMS. It is nothing but a constraint. We had an idea about constraints from the normalization lesson itself. Now in this lesson, we will learn table creation with constraint. Before reaching this lesson, we will see the meaning of the word constraint. Constraints are nothing but data rules or restrictions that are enforced within a table in the database. Let's see the uses of constraints. A constraint is used to enforce the rules at the table level. A constraint prevents the removal of table data if there are any dependencies. It also enforces the rules on data in a table whenever a row is inserted, updated, or deleted. The constraint must be satisfied for the operation to succeed. Take a look at this image, which shows different types of constraints in a table. Let's see the different types of constraints. Not null. This constraint specifies that the column cannot contain the null value. Unique. This constraint specifies a column or columns must have a unique value. Primary key. This constraint uniquely identifies each row of a table. Foreign key. This constraint enforces a foreign key relationship between the column and a column of referenced table. Check. This constraint specifies the condition that must be true to perform any operation on a table. Now we will see the syntax for defining constraints. In this syntax, some elements were discussed in the table creation lesson, so let's discuss the remaining elements. Column constraint. Here we can specify this constraint as part of a column definition. These types of constraints are valid only for specific columns. Table constraint. Here we can specify the constraint as a part of the table definition. Let's see how to specify a column and a table-level constraint in a table. First, we will see the creation of a column-level constraint. This type of constraint is defined in the column definition. Here is the syntax for creating a column-level constraint. In this way, we can give constraints in column definition. Here, we will see the creation of a table-level constraint. In this type, constraints are defined at last in the create table statement. Here is the syntax for declaring a constraint as table level. In this syntax, constraint name specifies the name of the constraint. Constraint type specifies the type of the constraint. Column name specifies the name of the columns. I hope we understand about constraint creation syntax and two methods in creating constraints. Let's see each type of constraint in detail.